So I met you when you were younger, and I was amazed at how successful you were at such a young age. So when did you start in comedy, and when did you know that you could do it? I mean, were you encouraged at home? Did your parents encourage you? Did your family think, OK, this guy could be a professional even when younger?
No, I was always in trouble at school, and that culminated in me being asked to leave school. So I got chucked out of school. I was at a loose end. My parents were obviously disappointed because I was quite academic. I could have went to uni. I felt as if I owed it to my parents to try and turn it into something. But the only thing, I was 18 stone, I was fat, I was rubbish at sports. I thought the only thing I've ever been complimented on is being funny. And that's got me into trouble. Why not try and turn it into something positive?
That's brilliant. What a great... It's almost like an inspirational story right here.
It is.
OK.
Yes.
And so when you...
There's not much fetal filling up.
It's nice.
It's a brave kid.
Nice. We'll put some music on it. We'll get some emotion going. So, but did you hit the mark running? When you tried out material initially, was it good?
Well, this was when I was 17 years young, fearless, rocked up at a comedy club. It went well. My old man came, he loved it.
Wow.
And
so your parents were supporting you in that, and that must have been lovely for them then to see you actually try that and then go on and become such a success with it. What a lovely thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
They used to come to a lot of my gigs because a lot of the clubs would say because I was under 18, I would need to be accompanied with a parent or a guardian, which is pretty uncool.
Yeah.
So my dad came to the first 3 gigs, and then he would say, "Oh, your mum would love to come and see you do stand-up." So the 4th gig, I'm bringing my mum and my dad.
Wow.
And then I get booked in this place called the Bridge of Allen, which, according to my mum and dad, was quite touristy, quite a cool place to go. So they're saying, "Why don't we say to your Uncle George and your Auntie Maureen?" So I'm driving through in this car with my uncle, my auntie, my mum and my dad showing up at the gig. There's only about 6 other people there, so the majority of the crowd are my family. And because I was so young, my material was quite smutty. I had a routine about waking up with a hard-on in the morning when the house phone was ringing, and I'm getting shouted into answer the phone, and I've got this erection, and I had to, like... I said to the audience, it was funny when I was 17, it's not like the greatest bit of stand-up, but I used to say you had to tuck in your boner and then walk with a duck arse. The routine was called the tuck it and duck it routine. So I had to walk across the stage like that. Yeah. And it's quite tragic when you look up and just see your mum and your auntie.
I don't know. You'll do dad twerking and I do mum twerking. OK.
What is... You have to do that as well? Is that twerking?
What I'm really nervous for is whoever's making the show, because they're just going to screw it up. They screw up all good British shows, and he said, "I'm the executive producer."